Imagine waking up tomorrow with the energy, drive, and focus you had in your 20s, all without a single prescription. No injections, no complicated regimens, just 2 easy steps performed every morning and evening that whisper to your body. It's time to remember who you really are. Hi, I'm Dr. James. For more than 30 years, I've been privileged to guide hundreds of men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s toward renewed vitality, without prescriptions or invasive procedures. I've seen busy executives, retired athletes, devoted fathers, and former soldiers all ask the same question. Is this just what happens when you get older? And I've been there to answer. Absolutely not. Your body is perfectly capable of generating strength, clarity, and drive, if you know how to speak its language. In this series, I'll share the simple science-backed routines that have helped real men reclaim morning energy, sharpen their focus, and feel confident in their own skin again. You won't hear empty promises or flashy gimmicks. Instead, you'll discover practical strategies, rooted in biochemistry and daily habits, that send clear signals to your body. It's time to thrive. Get ready to unlock the potential you thought was gone forever. Section 1. The silent slide. Reaching your 60s often comes with a host of subtle changes that most men mistake for a normal part of getting old. Yet the truth is more profound. By age 60, average testosterone levels can fall by more than half compared to when you were 25. This decline doesn't come with flashing warnings or dramatic headlines. Instead, it creeps in quietly, day after day, until what once felt natural, boundless energy, easy recovery after physical activity, a lively mood, starts to slip away. You may notice your mornings have become sluggish. Tasks that were once effortless, climbing stairs, lifting groceries, even playing with grandchildren, suddenly leave you winded. That familiar bounce in your step, it's replaced by a heaviness in your legs and a dragging feeling in your mind. Instead of waking up refreshed, you hit the snooze button 5 times, hoping for even 5 more minutes of rest. Beyond physical fatigue, there's a shift in your emotional landscape. Small frustrations feel magnified. You might snap at a coworker over a trivial mistake or find yourself unusually irritable about household chores. Where laughter once came easily, you catch yourself staring off, lost in thought, and even your interpersonal connections suffer. Conversations that used to flow turn stilted, and intimacy with your partner may feel more like an afterthought than a natural expression of closeness. Most men chalk these shifts up to normal aging, assuming there's nothing they can do but accept the slide. But it's not weakness or poor willpower. It's biology, combined with modern environmental stressors that amplify the drop in hormone levels. Everyday exposures to plastics, pesticides, and endocrine-disrupting chemicals act like uninvited saboteurs. Think of your T levels as a flickering flame. The less fuel you give it, and the more you expose it to dampening influences, the quicker that flame sputters out. Plastic water bottles, microwavable containers, and plastic wrap leaching BPA or phthalates into your food are prime offenders. Even low-level, continuous exposure can mimic estrogen in your body, effectively pouring water on the very fire you need to stay strong. The result? A silent slide into reduced vitality, one that feels inevitable until you recognize what's happening. When you understand that these changes are driven by biology and compounded by modern toxins, you can begin to reverse course. The first step is awareness. Identifying the patterns of fatigue, mood changes, and diminished confidence as signs not of aging as fate, but of systems simply begging for better support. Once you see the true cause of the slide, you're empowered to take action. And that's where real change begins. Section 2. Why testosterone matters. Testosterone is often misunderstood as merely the hormone that governs libido or muscle growth. But its influence reaches far deeper into nearly every facet of a man's well-being. Think of testosterone as the powertrain that propels your confidence, sharpens your mental clarity, and fortifies your emotional resilience. When levels are optimal, you experience a sense of grounded self-assurance, quick problem-solving ability, and the emotional balance to handle stress and interpersonal challenges. However, when testosterone dips, that powertrain starts to sputter. First, consider your daily energy. Low testosterone manifests as chronic fatigue. Tasks that once felt routine, completing a work report, fixing a leaky faucet, or simply carrying groceries, can leave you feeling drained. Mental fog becomes persistent. You find it harder to concentrate in meetings, to remember details, or to stay motivated through routine chores. It's not a lack of willpower or aging brain cells, but a deficiency in the very hormone that fuels your cognitive engine. Next, look at mood and emotional health. Testosterone exerts a stabilizing effect on neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which regulate mood and motivation. When T levels drop, you may notice increased irritability, anxiety, or even episodes of low mood. Small stressors, traffic jams, family disagreements, or project deadlines feel overwhelming, fracturing relationships at work and home. You might withdraw, avoiding social interactions you once enjoyed, simply because the emotional bandwidth to engage has been sapped. Perhaps most poignantly, diminished testosterone can erode your sense of identity. Take Mike's story, a 67-year-old retired Navy officer who prided himself on discipline and leadership. As his T level slid, he didn't just lose muscle mass and endurance. He described losing his sense of self. The man who once rose before dawn for training runs found himself napping through afternoons, disconnected from the active, purposeful life he loved. Yet the transformation Mike experienced illustrates testosterone's true power. Within 8 weeks of adopting a targeted nutritional and lifestyle protocol, he swapped midday naps for pre-dawn jogs. His memory sharpened, his irritability subsided, and he re-engaged with his family, playing catch with his grandson, rekindling meaningful conversations with his wife. That renewed vigor didn't come from pill. It came from restoring the hormonal balance that underpins every dimension of well-being. In short, testosterone matters because it's the cornerstone of what makes you feel alive. Physical vitality, mental acuity, emotional stability, and the confidence to engage fully with your world. When you address the root causes of hormonal decline, you don't just add years to your life, you add life to your years. Section 3. The Twice Daily Protocol. Transforming your hormone profile doesn't require expensive supplements or complex gym routines. Just 2 simple rituals each day. I call it the Twice Daily Protocol, and it revolves around targeted nutrition in the morning and a gentle hormonal cue in the evening. Morning Power Plate. Start your day by sending a clear message to your endocrine system that it's time to produce testosterone. Your Power Plate consists of 3 key elements. 2 whole egg yolks. Cook them gently, poached, soft-boiled, or scrambled with minimal heat. Egg yolks are rich in cholesterol, the essential raw material your body converts into testosterone. Without adequate cholesterol, the downstream hormone pathways can't operate at full capacity. 1 Brazil nut. Selenium is a trace mineral that has a protective and nurturing effect on the Leydig cells in your testes. These are the very cells responsible for synthesizing testosterone. Just 1 Brazil nut provides more than 100% of your daily selenium requirement, giving your testes the support they need. A spoonful of raw pumpkin seeds. Zinc plays a pivotal role in maintaining healthy testosterone levels by acting as a guard against excess aromatase activity, the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. Raw pumpkin seeds are one of the most bioavailable sources of zinc, making them perfect for this ritual. Personal note: every morning, I fold these ingredients into an omelet or stir them into a yogurt bowl. It takes less than 5 minutes, tastes great, and feels like a direct instruction to my body. Produce more tea. Evening hormone nudge. Hormones operate on rhythms. Just as your morning plate kickstarts production, your evening ritual gently reminds your endocrine system to maintain balance overnight. Wild Yam Cream. After washing your face or showering, apply a fingertip-sized amount of Wild Yam Cream to the soft skin of your inner forearm or chest. Wild Yam contains diazegenin and other phytocompounds that interact with your skin and subtly support the prohormone pathways. It doesn't dump testosterone into your bloodstream. Instead, it encourages your body to remember how to regulate hormones naturally. Real-world result. Robert, a 72-year-old retired teacher, messaged me after 2 weeks. "Doc, my wife swears I look 10 years younger, and I haven't felt this motivated in decades. My morning walks feel effortless." That swagger you thought was gone? It can return, starting with the simplest, most consistent daily habits. By combining a hormone-fueling breakfast with an evening endocrine nudge, and reinforcing both by avoiding plastic containers, moving your body, and sleeping well, You create a powerful, holistic protocol. It's not a quick fix. It's a sustainable rhythm that teaches your body to function like it did in your prime. Section 4. Remove the hidden saboteurs. Even the most meticulously crafted morning nutrition plan can be undermined by invisible enemies lurking in your kitchen. These are the hormone disruptors, chemicals that mimic estrogen and blunt your testosterone production. To fully engage your body's capacity for vitality, you must eliminate these hidden saboteurs. 1. Plastic water bottles and containers. BPA, phthalates. BPA, bisphenol A, and phthalates are chemicals commonly used in plastics to increase durability and flexibility. Unfortunately, they leach into food and beverages, especially when heated or scratched. Once ingested, these compounds act as xenoestrogens, binding to estrogen receptors in your body and effectively diluting your testosterone's impact. If you refill a plastic water bottle multiple times a day or store leftovers in plastic containers, you could be unwittingly pouring estrogen into your system. The solution is straightforward. Switch to glass or high-grade stainless steel bottles and containers. Not only are they inert, but they also maintain temperature without releasing chemicals. 2. Plastic wraps. Use beeswax or silicone lids. Saran wrap and other cling films are convenient, but they're designed to grip tightly. And in doing so, they release microplastics and hormone-disrupting chemicals onto your food. Instead, invest in reusable beeswax wraps, which mold to bowls and plates and preserve freshness naturally. Alternatively, use silicone stretch lids that fit over containers of various shapes and sizes. Both options create an airtight seal without toxic side effects. 3. Heated plastic. Never microwave in plastic. Microwaving food in plastic containers is a recipe for disaster. High heat accelerates the breakdown of plastic polymers, increasing the rate at which BPA and phthalates leach into your meal. Even microwave-safe plastics can contain hidden chemicals that migrate into food at high temperatures. To be safe, transfer your food to a glass or ceramic dish before heating. This simple habit switch eliminates a major source of endocrine disruption. A real-world example. I once worked with a patient, Dan, who followed the twice-daily protocol to the letter. Egg yolks for breakfast, wild yam at night, and all the recommended lifestyle tweaks. Yet saw no improvement in his morning energy or mood. It wasn't until he removed every plastic item from his kitchen that his body could respond fully. 2 weeks later, Dan reported waking up refreshed, his workouts felt easier, and he even noticed his skin looked clearer. His testosterone had space to work without being drowned out by estrogen mimics. Why it matters. Identifying and eliminating these hidden saboteurs is as critical as adopting the right diet and supplement routine. Without this step, you're building a high-performance engine, but pouring water into its fuel tank. By removing plastics and choosing safer alternatives, you create an environment in which your body can efficiently produce and utilize testosterone, allowing every other element of your protocol to deliver maximum benefit. Section 5. Science simply explained. At its core, the twice-daily protocol leverages basic biochemistry, so you can see real results without mystery. Here's exactly how each element works. Cholesterol, testosterone. Cholesterol often gets a bad rap, but it's absolutely essential for hormone production. Every molecule of testosterone your body creates begins as cholesterol by eating 2 whole egg yolks each morning. You supply your system with high-quality dietary cholesterol. Think of cholesterol as raw building blocks. The more high-grade blocks you provide, the easier it is for your endocrine system to assemble testosterone. Zinc and selenium. Spark plugs and fuel filters. Zinc and selenium are trace minerals, but their roles in hormone health are anything but small. Zinc acts like a spark plug in an engine. It's required for the key chemical reactions that produce testosterone. It also inhibits the enzyme aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. So adequate zinc keeps more T circulating. Selenium functions like a fuel filter, protecting the sensitive Leydig cells in your testes that actually manufacture testosterone. Without enough selenium, these cells become less efficient and can even suffer oxidative damage. A single Brazil nut and a spoonful of pumpkin seeds cover your daily needs. Wild Yam, the hormonal reminder. Wild Yam Cream doesn't inject testosterone. It can't create the hormone itself. Instead, Wild yam contains phytocompounds like diastegenin that support your body's natural hormonal feedback loops. Applied topically each evening, it signals your brain and glandular system that it's time to recalibrate. Over time, this gentle nudge helps normalize circadian hormone rhythms, so your endocrine system begins producing more of what you need at the right time. Stress hormone balance, cortisol versus testosterone. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone, and it shares a biochemical relationship with testosterone. High cortisol levels, especially late in the day, can suppress testosterone production overnight. By improving nutrition, practicing stress management techniques, and reinforcing positive evening rituals like the Wild Yam application, you lower your nighttime cortisol. Less cortisol interference means your testes can focus energy on creating testosterone while you sleep, leading to higher morning levels. Mid-video engagement. If you're still here and finding value in this breakdown, drop a 1 in the comments now. Let's create a community of men over 60 who refuse to fade quietly. Your 1 is a signal. You're committed to understanding the science, applying it every day, and reclaiming the energy and confidence you deserve. Section 6. Daily Action Plan. Building on the foundations you've learned so far. This daily action plan transforms knowledge into routine. It's designed to be straightforward and sustainable, ensuring that small, consistent steps accumulate into powerful, long-lasting results. Remember, consistency beats complexity. Morning ritual, power plate. Begin each morning with your hormone-fueling breakfast. 2 gently cooked egg yolks, 1 Brazil nut, and a spoonful of raw pumpkin seeds. This trio delivers cholesterol, selenium, and zinc, essential building blocks for testosterone synthesis. 20-minute walk, immediately after breakfast. Lace up and go for a brisk 20-minute walk. Movement increases blood flow, raises metabolism, and amplifies the hormone signals sent by your power plate. Even a moderate pace stokes your endocrine system, reminding your body that you value movement and vitality. Midday maintenance. Hydration. Keep a stainless steel water bottle at your side and sip throughout the day. Proper hydration is critical for nutrient transport, detoxification, and maintaining optimal hormone receptors. Healthy protein snack. Around midday, choose a snack rich in quality protein. Think Greek yogurt, a handful of nuts, or lean turkey slices. Protein provides amino acids necessary for hormone production and supports stable blood sugar, which in turn helps prevent cortisol spikes that can inhibit testosterone. Evening wind down. Wild Yam Cream. After your evening shower or face wash, apply a fingertip of Wild Yam Cream to soft skin on your inner arm or chest. This gentle application cues your endocrine system to recalibrate overnight. Screen-free routine, at least 30 minutes before bedtime. Put away all screens, phones, tablets, and TVs. Exposure to blue light and digital stimulation late at night disrupts melatonin production and elevates cortisol, both of which interfere with natural testosterone synthesis during sleep. Instead, read a book, journal, or practice a brief breathing exercise to signal your body that it's time to rest. Weekly enhancement. Maca root supplement. 3 times per week. Stir 1 teaspoon of high-quality maca root powder into your smoothie, oatmeal, or tea. Maca supports the entire endocrine system, helping balance hormones, uplift mood, and sustain energy and libido. Its adaptogenic properties mean it works gently, complementing your daily practices without overwhelming the system. Putting it all together, this structured plan requires minimal decision-making. Follow the same sequence morning, midday, and evening. Over time, these rituals become habit, and the cumulative effect on your hormones, mood, and vitality becomes unmistakable. Small wins, like finishing your walk without fatigue or waking refreshed, fuel motivation to stick with a plan. Before long, this consistent approach will feel less like a program and more like just how you live, unlocking the resilience and strength you thought were lost to aging. Section 7. Emotional truth and identity. Beyond the biochemistry and the rituals, restoring testosterone is deeply intertwined with your sense of self. Testosterone isn't just a hormone. It's a marker of identity. When your levels rise, you'll notice it in subtle yet profound ways. The way you carry your body, the tone of your voice, and the confidence you project in every interaction. Picture yourself standing taller, shoulders back, with an unspoken assurance that you belong wherever you are. Conversations flow more naturally because you feel centered, focused, and fully present. You'll catch yourself smiling more often, genuinely engaging with friends and family without that nagging sense of fatigue or self-doubt. It's not about vanity. It's about reclaiming the man you always were. I've witnessed this transformation countless times. Men who once shuffled through their days with slumped posture and muted speech suddenly command attention. Their eyes brighten, their laughter fills the room, and their presence becomes magnetic. That renewed spark is the emotional payoff of balanced hormones. It's the moment you recognize, I'm still the author of my life story. By nurturing your body's natural rhythms, you ignite the confidence, purpose, and joy that make you unmistakably you. Section 8. Final ingredient. Before we wrap up, there's one more natural ally that deserves a place in your daily regimen: maca root. For centuries, indigenous Andean communities have harnessed maca's adaptogenic properties to enhance stamina, balance mood, and support overall vitality. Unlike quick-fix supplements that flood your system with synthetic hormones, maca works by gently nudging your endocrine network back into equilibrium. Just 1 teaspoon of high-quality maca powder, stirred into your morning smoothie or oatmeal, provides a blend of beneficial plant compounds, vitamins, and minerals. These nutrients help regulate your stress response, support adrenal function, and subtly boost energy and libido over time. Users often report feeling more grounded, with improved endurance during workouts and better emotional resilience in challenging moments. Maca doesn't create dramatic spikes. Instead, it fosters sustained balance. Think of it as the final puzzle piece that rounds out the twice-daily protocol. When paired with your power plate breakfast, evening wild yam application, and lifestyle practices, maca ensures your hormonal system functions smoothly, day in and day out. A steady flame, not a fleeting spark. This is the promise of maca root. Section 9. FAQs. 1. Is this safe? Absolutely. The twice-daily protocol relies on whole foods, egg yolks, Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, along with natural compounds like wild yam and maca root. These ingredients have long histories of human use and well-documented safety profiles. Egg yolks and nuts deliver essential nutrients, while wild yam cream and maca are plant-derived, non-hormonal adaptogens that gently support your endocrine system. However, if you have pre-existing conditions such as hormone-sensitive cancers, thyroid disorders, or severe liver or kidney issues, it's wise to consult your physician before starting any new nutrition or supplement routine. Always verify that you're not allergic to any ingredients, and consider having baseline blood work done so you can track your progress. 2. How soon can I feel a change? Individual responses vary, but many men report subtle improvements within 2 weeks. You might notice Week 1 to 2, slight upticks in morning alertness and mood stabilization. Week 3 to 4, improved recovery after physical activity, smoother energy curves throughout the day, and deeper sleep cycles. Week 5 to 8, more pronounced gains, renewed libido, clearer mental focus, and greater emotional resilience. By 8 weeks, most see dramatic differences in energy, strength, and confidence. Remember, hormonal health is a marathon, not a sprint. Consistency is key. Stick with the protocol daily to allow your body to rebalance fully. 3. Where to find quality supplements. Wild Yam Cream. Choose USDA certified organic or wild harvested wild yam cream. Look for minimal ingredient lists. Ideally, just yam extract and a neutral carrier oil. Maca powder. Opt for organic, non-GMO maca powder sourced from Peru or the Andes. Gelatinized maca is easier to digest and retains more bioactive compounds. Eggs and nuts. Source pasture-raised eggs and raw, unsalted nuts from reputable farms or co-ops. Transparency. Check for third-party lab testing, clean packaging, BPA-free, and clear labeling of origin and processing methods. Reliable suppliers include reputable health food stores, certified organic brands online, or local farmers markets where you can verify production practices. Quality matters. Better ingredients mean more consistent, measurable results. Conclusion and clear takeaway. Congratulations. You've already conquered the hardest part by committing to learn. Now it's time to act. Remember, twice a day, You send powerful signals to your body. Morning with 2 egg yolks, 1 Brazil nut, and a spoonful of pumpkin seeds. Evening with a fingertip of wild yam cream and a sprinkle of maca. These simple steps supply cholesterol, zinc, selenium, and adaptogenic support. Everything your endocrine system needs to reignite testosterone production. But it's not just about what you add. It's also about what you remove. Ditch plastic bottles and containers. Swap out cling wrap for beeswax or silicone. And never microwave in plastic. Keep moving with daily walks, stay hydrated, and prioritize restful sleep. Above all, hold fast to the belief that you deserve this vitality. Because you do. The bridge between where you are now and the energy of your youth is built on 2 easy routines: a hormone-fueling breakfast and a gentle evening ritual. No fancy gadgets, no medications, just consistency. Your next move. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., make your power plate. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m., apply your Wild Yam Cream. Then drop an I'm in the comments. Together, we'll reclaim strength, confidence, and the spark that makes life worth living.